Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about my future wedding, my best wedding, my future spouse, what is coming your way, my dream wedding. So we're going to ask Spirit, what is coming your way? For those of you that would love to be in a committed long-term relationship, please use this reading to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. I will be using some charms and some initials and lots of messages. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. And let's get started. Let's call in our guides, see what they have for you. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with some loving messages. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. Long distance. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. Little bit of a return from the past, okay? More so than having a long distance relationship. It not necessarily somebody that you were in a relationship with, and it's like a no contact, but maybe your paths crossed years ago and it just wasn't supposed to be at the time, you know, and they've kind of re-entered your life somehow. I have an attraction. You're attracting the right person at the right time. You're a magnet. You're a magnet to this person. And, you know, it's this person, you know, maybe they can't take their eyes off of you. Maybe they just, you know, from the moment they saw you, a friendship, a connection. Yeah, there's a part of me that feels like our paths crossed at a different period in time, years ago, they're saying. And it's almost a sense of, you know, they're put back in front of you. The timing is different. Maybe we're in other relationships at that time. Maybe we weren't living in the area at that time, but we're living back in the area now. You know, circumstances have changed, Spirit's saying. So this feeling of kind of running into somebody that maybe they were a friend in the past. I have an ex, healing from the past, being patient with yourself. I don't feel like it's an ex. I don't. I feel like it's a new beginning. I have a wish. This is what I've wished for. So I don't feel like it's somebody that is returning that I was in a relationship with. I'm still working on getting that person out of my system. I have a wish. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. So wishes are good. You know, you wish for this and that's okay. You know, we certainly are dream spouse. You know, I want my spouse to be this, 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 and this, right? I want my spouse to be a little bit of everything, you know. Who doesn't want somebody to share their life with that is better than what you dreamed? Spirit, please share with me. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have a Devil. I have an Ace of Cups. And I have a Moon. The Devil came into me as you're tempting. So I don't think that you sleep with this person right away, but I feel like it crosses both of your minds. Like I could sleep with you in a heartbeat, you know, like, oh my God. So maybe there's just this, you know, it's this very sexy energy. It's just very physical attraction. But I don't think we act on it. I think we have to push it away. I think we push away the seduction. I feel like otherwise we're going to be both making a big mistake. Okay. It's almost like it could be hot and heavy very quickly. And we could both be making a big mistake. The good thing that's jumping out, they're saying give it time, and the feelings, like I don't want it to be just sex, right? I want the feelings to grow. And I feel like, you know what, if I still feel like this after a period of time, I want there to be more. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could definitely hook up with this guy or girl in a second, but I want more, and I want to be in love with this person. And I don't want that kind of memory of that's how we started, but I feel like we have to push it away. I really do. I feel like we have to say, you know what, if this is meant to be, it will unfold. But I think the seduction is there. I think the physical attraction is there very, very early. I have judgment. I have a 3 of Pentacles. I have a Wheel of Fortune. And I have an 8 of Wands. So, of course, you're going to make a good choice. That came into me. The 3 of Pentacles is more of a, what are you doing now energy? And, oh, that's really great. Maybe you work together with the 8 of Pentacles. Maybe you guys parted ways, but maybe years ago you worked together. You worked in the same building, same field. You knew each other in the business world somehow. But it's a feeling of, so what are you doing now? And, you know, it's like, wow, that's really great. Like they're really kind of impressed with you or proud of you, or, you know, you've really done well for yourself. I have a feeling your life is about to change very quickly. And, you know, when you talk about fate and destiny, you don't get to choose when that comes in. So, but I am feeling this sudden, they're saying a sudden shift. Okay. So it is a sudden shift. It is something that is happening probably when you least expect it, unexpected. So I'm just going to say that it comes in quickly, and it is a sudden shift in your life, in life in general, right? Bottom of the deck, I have a 9 of Wands. That just came into me as pulling you out of something difficult, and a Knight of Pentacles. They could be coming into your life when you got a lot on your plate. You got a lot going on. Maybe you are juggling a lot of bills, and there's a sense of, not that this person's going to pay your bills, but there's a sense of, you know, maybe there's a sense of helping in some way. Let me help. You know, once we're in a relationship, let me pick up the tab. Let me put gas in your car. You know, I'm in a relationship with you. Let me help you. So this person comes into your life when it's a little bit difficult for some reason, and maybe they just make it a little bit easier. You know, isn't that nice? That's always a good feeling, that, you know, Spirit's sending me somebody that is going to make my life easier somehow. You know, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know about this connection? I have candles and romance. Okay, so romantic evening. That feels like a maybe it's the first time we're together. I don't want it to be just, you know, kind of fast and furious, a hookup. I want it to be a romantic evening. I want it to be special. I want to have feelings, right? I want to light candles and music playing, and how romantic. I have spa day. I want to spend the day with you. That feels like I treat you. You have difficult days, and I feel like this person treats you. I don't think you wear matching outfits, but maybe you come out of, you know, you see each other, you meet somewhere, and you're both wearing the same color shirt. That happens a lot. Like, okay, did we get the memo for the red shirt today, or the blue shirt, the green shirt? So maybe you guys just have a tendency to do that. I have good morning text. I like that. Just reaching out to you, consistency, wanting to know how you're doing, thinking of you all night long. First thought in the morning. That's nice. You're the first thought that in my mind. I want to hear your voice. I want to wake up to you. That feels strong to me. That I hate going home at night. Like I hate saying goodbye. Yeah, I trust you. I'm in your arms. I think I have a hard time. Like once we're intimate, I feel like we have a really hard time saying goodbye to each other. That somebody is going to get up and get dressed and go to their house. So I feel like that's a really hard thing for us. And I feel like that's something that we talk about. Like, wouldn't it be nice to just wake up to each other and go to bed to each other with each other every day? Like, I think we're just so comfortable with that. So that could be something that we talk about. Spirit, can I have some initials? First initials, last initials. Now you might have somebody in mind, or this is just a prediction of somebody coming. So let's just get a handful of these. I have the letter J. I have an E, G, H, Q. I have a K, E, N, T, S. I have the letter W, R, U, Z. Let's get a couple more. I have the letter I, and I have the letter S. So some of you, those could definitely be connecting. First initials, last initials. That's always nice. Spirit, what sign may they be? Let's see. First, this could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus on your side or their side. Let's see what we have. I have a Taurus today. Capricorn. I have a Libra. I have a Virgo. And let's get one more. I have a Cancer. Okay, so don't worry if you don't see, like I said, don't worry if you don't see your person's signs. That's okay. Spirit, what are the feelings around this connection? What feelings do we have? What is this person's personality? Anything I should be looking for? What would it be like? I have detoxing. That came in as I'm getting somebody out of my system. I'm trying to get over an ex. I'm trying to move on. Okay, so somebody who maybe had a really bad breakup, had a really bad ending, and just took a long while to kind of get that person out of their system. I'm trustworthy. You can trust me. That's important. I'm helpful. I do believe that. I had that feeling of please let me help you. And it's not that you can't take care of yourself. That's not what I'm saying. It's the person who says, let me stop and get us dinner. And you say, well, you know, they get there and you say, well, let me give you some money. And they're like, don't be ridiculous. Are you kidding me? They say, here, let me fill up your car. You go into the grocery store and they pick up the groceries. You know, they just say, let me help you. You know, there's a sense of let me help you a little bit. I have imaginative. Okay, I like your imagination. I like how you think. Growing. This relationship is going to constantly grow, learn about each other. I have very optimistic. That feels like I'm very optimistic about our future, that things are going really well. I can see us together. I can see our future. We want the same thing, Spirit just said. I have brave. Okay. I've been through a lot. There's a sense of I've been through a lot, and the other person looks at it and says, yeah, you have. And that was pretty brave of you. You know, maybe you're a single parent. Maybe you had to get out of a difficult situation or abusive situation or toxic situation. So it was very brave of you to, you know, leave that. I'm very independent. That's good. I don't expect you to wait on me. I'm very determined. I'm determined to win you over. Okay, I like that. Let's see what else they have. Spirit, share with me. What else do you need me to know about this connection today? I have an 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, something about honor around work. Maybe I worked with this person years ago, or we crossed paths years ago in the business world somehow. I have an 8 of Cups. There's the bravery. You walked away from something. I have a King of Cups, somebody who's emotionally available. I love you, they're saying. And a King of Swords, somebody who is not afraid to talk about their emotions. Somebody who speaks their mind, they're saying. Somebody who is intelligent. Okay, it feels like an emotional intelligence also, that they understand, where people are coming from, or why people feel the way they do, or if you've struggled with abandonment issues, they understand where you're coming from. It's not like, well, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? No, they're emotionally strong. So this is going to be a strong individual. And they're saying, and they're ready for a commitment. Sign me up for this person, because the person who has in their mind that I want to find my person is serious. They're serious about, I just want to say the word serious. There's too many people out there playing games with, mind games and physical games with people, and runners and players. And so somebody who's serious about being in a relationship is catch. I have youthful. Okay, maybe you're both young, or you feel young. You feel young inside. I'm 50, but I feel like I'm 30. I have a jawline. Okay, so maybe they have like a chiseled face, very distinct features. I have an extroverted. Okay, somebody's more extroverted than somebody else. I have a tendency to be impulsive. A little bit of I act before I think things through. Maybe I should have thought things through, or I say something. Maybe I should have thought twice, like count to 10 before I say something, but maybe they know that about themselves. I'm a writer, or I work on a laptop all the time, constantly writing reports. My job, I'm on a laptop full time. It feels like I take it everywhere. I'm sensitive. I understand that you can be sensitive about not everything, but about certain topics that trigger you. Maybe there's some insecurities around trust. I wear glasses. Somebody wears glasses, contact lenses. I'm very empathic. Okay, so I connect to people. I have blonde hair on the bottom of my deck. So maybe I have natural blonde hair, or maybe I have with help blonde hair. So that's okay. Spirit, give me some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see if we can get a handful of clues. So far, I like the I'm serious. I like the emotional security of this person. Okay, so this beautiful bowl of charms, and let's get a scoop. It looks like there's some additional signs in here. Definitely some messages. So let me see what comes in. Let's start with the signs. What is this? Okay, so that's a Cancer. I've got a Cancer. I have a Capricorn. Okay, this looks like a Jewish star. So I have maybe different religions. Maybe we were raised with different religions. Maybe that's something that it doesn't matter, but maybe that's something that's happening. I have the number 3, 3 weeks, 3 months. I have 11, 11, 11. I'm recording this. So that's just a reminder of a manifestation day. So I actually recorded your reading on 11/11. That's nice. And I have a key. I always like key to my heart. They're saying key to my soul. Okay, so even more important. Like a deeper soul connection. Key to my soul. Wow. Okay. I have a crown. I feel like I always feel like somebody's going to treat you like a king, treat you like a princess, treat you like royalty, be really good to you. And of course, that's what we want in our spouse. I mean, if our spouse isn't going to treat us well, like why bother, right? We want to be with somebody who's going to treat us good. I have a faery, so a little bit of a waving a magic wand, wishing upon a star. Okay. I have a moon and a star, so that kind of goes with my fairy energy. I got a couple moons and stars, so I just feel like we're both wishing. Like there's almost this feeling of this is what we both have wished for. And it's a dream come true. And maybe we talk about that. Maybe it's a kind of a conversation about this is better than what I had hoped for. This is better than what I had wished for. Yeah, there's definitely a dream come true energy, because look at the castle. Yeah, it's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. It feels like this is a fairy tale life, a fairy tale wedding. This is what I wanted. You treat me like a queen. I have a teddy bear. So for some of you, it could be a baby in the future that connects us and comes into our lives. Or maybe we have a baby before we get married. So a lot of people do that, and then they get married later. This looks like a Sagittarius with that arrow, this kind of heart arrow coming at me. Also, I had that fast moving energy earlier with that 8 of Wands. So it's a little bit of a starstruck energy or heartstruck energy. But I like the whole fairy tale aspect. I love the little fairy and the kind of that this is what we both wished for, or this is what we both have hoped for. So that feels nice. Let's see what else they want to share with you. Let's go over here. Spirit, what else do you have for us today? I have beauty queen. Yeah, there's a sense of queen. You're adored. I put you on a stage. I'm going to go with I adore you. I think that that's either something they say or the way they make you feel. That you can tell that this person's totally into you, totally dedicated to you, wants to spend their life with you. I have money. Okay, so maybe there's some wealth coming in. Maybe this person is in a position to help you and make your life a little bit easier. Let me help you. I have more money than you do. I make twice as much money as you do. Let me pick up the tab. It's the right thing to do. We don't have to go 50-50, like I don't need you to help pick up the tab, So there's a sense of I don't know, one person maybe just has a higher income. I don't think it matters. I feel like it's just let's just make it easier for both of us. I have an obstacle, a block. What's the block, Spirit? They're saying timing was the block. I feel like timing this is the second time that they're meeting you. I feel like our paths crossed once before, but one of us could have been in another relationship. One of us wasn't ready for this union. We needed to learn some other lessons until this union came in. So I feel like that was the obstacle, just we weren't ready for it. Timing, they said. And I have a young male. Yeah, there's youthful again. So there's a sense, they're saying sports car. I do feel like I'm a fanatic. I have communication, a lot of text messaging going on. They will text you. So I do feel, and I have a young female and I have a union. So I have wedding bands. So this could be a relatively younger couple. Or you both just feel really young at heart, like you feel like kids again, or, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I feel like a teenager again, something like that. Let's see what the loving messages are. Let's see what we're going to feel. You've got somebody who's ready to be in a relationship and is out there looking for their person. So sometimes I feel like Spirit does put us in front of somebody more than once in our lifetime. And I always feel like that's a clue. I always feel like, why is this person being put in front of me again? So I just think there's something with that. Spirit, please share with me. My body says, yeah. My heart says, heck yeah. Yeah, there's this incredible seduction feeling in the beginning. I don't want you to do a quick, weekend with this person. I want you to wait. They're saying there'll be more to it. There'll be plenty of time for that. But there's definitely this immediate kind of magnetism between the two of you. So that should be a big clue that the chemistry is super high. I find it attractive when you accept my compliments. So they like that they get a reaction from you. That feels good. Loving you grows my heart immensely. So I'm growing. I've never loved anybody this way. I've never loved anybody this deeply. I'm ready to level up our relationship. This person's looking for a commitment. This person is just looking for who is the person I'm going to commit to. They just haven't met the right person yet, and the right person is you. So let's put this out into the universe. It feels beautiful. It's loving energy. If this isn't in your life yet, just take with you what connects to you and claim it and own it, and we'll ask Spirit to guide this to you now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. Hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, check out my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel for some additional readings. I hope you enjoyed your singles reading today, and we'll see you again real soon.